All right, everybody. Happy Sunday night. Welcome to Music on the Menu on the River. Alan K. Stout with you as I am every Sunday night from 9 to 10 o'clock playing your regional artists doing their own original material from right here in northeastern Pennsylvania. Hanging out with DC Taylor, who has been producing the show now for about 2 months now, DC?
Yeah, a couple months.
All summer long, pretty much.
Yep,
right?
yep.
As Lobo's been out on the road with the Warp Tour, and DC and I have been having a great time doing the show. Thanks again for sitting in with me on Sunday.
My pleasure.
And we have a guest here tonight, and it's kind of cool because I think the regular listeners to our show will know that I usually have a guest in maybe the last Sunday of the month before we do our show at Breakers on the first Tuesday of the month. And that's kind of pretty much the only time we have people in, right, DC? But I was talking to Big John Davis from the band Iron Cowboy last week, and he reminded me that the benefit that's coming up, the Valley with a Heart benefit that he's been involved with for so many years, is coming up in early September. And basically he said, can you give us a shout on the show? And I said, well, why don't you come in? So we'll give it a big shout. So, John, good to see you, man.
Good to be here, man. Appreciate you having us in.
You know, this is something that you've been involved with. It goes back 16 years now. And you've been involved with it for more than half of them, for about 10.
Yeah, about 10 years, yeah.
And your bands have been playing it, and you've been involved with it. You know, let's get the details out there. So it's September 4th, and it's at the St. Faustina Grove in Shaytown, which is better known to the old school
everybody
people.
knows it's Holy Child Grove down in
Sure.
Nanaco, down across the street from Marty's Blue Room, the big grove.
Right down the big grove in Nanaco. Yeah. And a lot of bands on the bill, 13 bands. We're going to talk about them during the show. We're going to play some of the music, of course, Iron Cowboy being one of them. And the benefactor, you know, it's called We Do It for the Kids. But explain to us a little bit about how the charitable side of the event works.
Well, the charity side of the event, and we've raised in 16. This is our 16th year now, and I think we crested the $500,000 mark last year.
It's terrific.
We've raised a ton of money. We've helped a lot of kids, and so many foundations out there are specifically for kids with cancer or, you know, this heart condition or that condition or this condition, and we don't discriminate against any kids if they have some sort of a serious illness and the family comes to us and we have a qualification process. There's, you know, the doctor needs to sign, yes, I'm treating this child for this, that kind of thing, without violating HIPAA laws and stuff. You know, some families just need a little bit of help. You know, they're going back and forth to Children's Hospital in Philly, or they're going to Danville or Hershey or wherever they're going. And they have good insurance, and the insurance is taking care of a lot of the medical stuff, but the travel expenses are killing them.
Sure.
So we'll hand them a couple $100 worth of gas cards just to put gas in the car and get back and forth. Some people need a lot more help. We have paid for medical equipment for kids. We've paid for
things that they might need at home.
Yeah, chair lifts, you know, that kind of thing. You know, so some folks need a little help, some folks need a lot of help, and we tailor that to the individual family's needs. You know, we have 2 or 3 poster kids every year, which we do again this year. We have 3 poster children ranging from Anthony, the youngest one is, I think he's only about 4 months old right now. And the oldest one is a little girl from Piston. She's 3. You know, and those kids, those are some families that we're giving a lot of help to. That's why they're our poster kids. But it's not just for any one child. We raise these funds, we fill our war chest, and then we go out and help families all year long.
We're going to play 40-Pound Head a little bit later on the show, who are part of the event. I know that the guys are from Nanacoke, and they've been a part of it for a long time.
The Head has done every Valley with a Heart benefit.
It doesn't surprise me at all.
Every year.
And they did all the Concert for a Cause and Concert for Karens that I was involved with, too. And, of course, Iron Cowboy. Let's kick it off with Iron Cowboy. This one's called Throw Your Love to the Wind.
to the wind, to the wind, out to the pouring rain. Lady of mine. Too old for my age, too young for how old I am, too conscious to miss the truth, too scared to face it, too concerned to let it be, too weak to stand my ground, too dumb to know any better, too bad I missed it all. It's too bad I'm no good for you. It's too bad I'm number 196. It's too bad I'm no good for you. It's too bad I'm number 196. And I watch it go by, and I can't understand. And reason me to shame, and it's 'cause things just ain't the same. And I can only dish it out, and I can't take it back. And what's done is done, so I'll keep my eyes on the shining sun. Still, it's too bad I'm no good for you. It's too bad I'm number 196. It's too bad I'm no good for you. It's too bad I'm number 196. Because I'm young, because I'm old, because I'm dumb, because I'm underrated, because I missed it all, because I'm blind, because I see it all. I see it all. You know I see it all.
£40 Head here on Music on the Menu on the River with a song called 196. And before that, Iron Cowboy with a song called Throw Your Love to the Wind. We're hanging out here with Big John from Iron Cowboy, and we're talking about the Valley with the Hearts benefits coming up on September 4th in Shaytown, down towards Nanticoke. If you're not familiar with the grand scheme of the valley and the little pockets that they have, Nanticoke, they're very, in a whole Hanover Township. I mean,
Sure.
Once you get, they got the Linwood and Buttonwood, and then the Honeypot section of Nanticoke and Shaytown. But it's up that way, folks. In case you're
down that way,
down that way, depending on where you're coming from. Since we're going to talk more about the show and the benefit, but since we're going to play one of the more recent songs recorded by Iron Cowboy, it's a great opportunity for us to talk with you about the changes that have happened in the band since the last time you were on the show a little over a year ago. You were here last summer when you guys played at Breakers.
Yeah.
And you've switched things up in the band a little bit.
Quite a bit, actually.
Yeah.
Went through a couple of personnel changes, nothing major, but the biggest thing that happened, there's a young lady from upstate New York who I had the pleasure of meeting about 4 or 5 years ago. One of your sister stations up there, Thunder 102, they were sponsoring an event called the Colgate Country Showdown. Mm-hmm. And Kathy was a contestant and I was a judge.
Oh, wow.
And the rest, as they say. the first couple of people came out and sang and did their thing, and they were okay. They were good, And Kathy came out and she sang Martina McBride's Broken Wing, and I sat there just with my jaw on the table and just complete awe. I was starstruck. And to this day, I am still her biggest fan.
And she is now the co-lead singer in Iron Cowboy.
Yeah,
What's her last name?
Her last name's Patty with one T.
Okay.
She really hates it when people mess that up. Kathy Patty. And when we were putting together the final track for the Don't Back Down album, a song called Drink It In, and we're in the studio, we're back in the control room, we're listening back to it. It's like, man, it just this needs something. We couldn't quite put, one guy wanted to throw another guitar lead in, and this one wanted to do that, and that's one that. And our lead guitar player friend, he said, what about throwing a female vocal in there? Like, we've never done something like that before. And we chewed it back and forth a little bit, and I reached out to Kathy and asked her, hey, would you be interested in coming in the studio? And she jumped all over the chance to do it. She was excited about it, and I sent her what we had thus far, and she came down to the studio, put a harmony track in. We were listening to the playback on it, and I said, the second verse? She said, yeah. Well, I said, go back in there and sing it. So she went in and sang the second verse, and we ended up tweaking it up a little bit and turning it into the duet that it ended up becoming. And she's been working with us ever since.
Now, how's that work out for her not living here? Come down for the
It's a little tough on her. Yeah, I mean, we go up that way too, but we still play more down here than we do up that way. And it's an hour and 45 minutes from her house to my house.
Okay, yeah.
Especially on a Friday afternoon when you're trying to get down here for a gig and you get 81 through Scranton.
Yeah, sure.
So it's really taken some dedication on her part, and but there's been a lot of good things happening. It's just opened up, even on the cover side of things, and it's opened up a lot of stuff that we just could never even dream of doing before.
So many amazing female country artists the last 20 years.
Oh, yeah. So we're, it's kind of, I mean, I've had Iron Cowboy together for 9 years now, and, it's kind of fresh again because of this, and there's, we're making waves again. We're making some noise out there again, and it's exciting again, and all that, and it's really all just because of Kathy and her talent.
Let's play it. This is a song from Iron Cowboy with Kathy on lead vocals. It's called "Love Me Alone." Check it out.
You were hurting and drinking and flirting and thinking of cheating after our last fight.
Well, there's love in the mix, but there's no quick fix, and we don't know how to make it right.
I guess hell froze over, 'cause here you are back at my door.
Let me tell you the score.
Well, that whole bar scene, it's cold and it's mean. I'd be happy to leave it behind.
When we get it together, there ain't nothing better than blowing each other's minds.
There ain't no big secret to living this dream we found.
Let me break it down.
You gotta leave me alone, oh
is Alan K. Stout from the Sunday Night Music on the Menu show here on 105 The River. Please join us on Friday, September 2nd at the River Street Jazz Cafe for Maximum Respect, a tribute to George Wesley. Performing will be Don Chappelle, Brett Alexander and Eddie Apnell, Strawberry Jam, Lonesome Road, Stingray, Bobby Clark, Tom Flannery and the Shillelaghs, Mike Miz, Phyllis Hopkins Electric Trio, and Mother Nature's Son. Music from 5:30 to 2 a.m., donation $10. Maximum Respect, tribute to George Wesley. Friday, September 2nd at the River Street Jazz Cafe. Powered by 105 The River.
Didn't know how to say it, how I felt that day. I know you hurt me and you were gonna pay. This song's for you and how you done me wrong. Never thought it'd be this hard trying to sing this song. Now who's got the tries? Who's got the tears? Who's now facing all their fears? Me being gone was long overdue. Tables are turned, boy, the joke's on you. Cutting corners, one more through life. You're gonna wish you never met me. Now all your secrets will be left free. Now who's got the tries? Who's got the tears? Who's now facing all their fears? Me being gone was long overdue. Tables are turned, boy, the joke's on you. Never thought it'd be this hard trying to sing this song. Who's got the tries? Who's got the tears? Who's now facing all their fears? Me being gone was long overdue. Tables are turned, boy, the joke's on you. Now who's got the tries? Who's got the tears? Who's now facing all their fears? Me being gone was long overdue. Tables are turned, boy, the joke's on you. The joke's on you, boy.
Because I like the cold and I feel alive. I came across my dinner when I realized again I put my fork in the road. And it's a long way to the empire. Yeah, it's a long way from the crossfire. Bad day for a smile. It's a long way to the empire. Come this way for a while. I can see that it's coming down to it. Come down to the time when my elders stood. I always questioned what they said, but never knew the color red. And now it's in my eyes. And it's a long way to the empire. Yeah, it's a long way from the crossfire. That day for a smile. muster up some cash and buy a plane ticket home, 'cause it's time for bed. And it's a long way from the empire, that day for a smile. It's a long way from the empire, get this way for a while. Take the long way from the crossfire, that day for a smile. It's a long way to the empire, come this way for a while.
40-pound head here on Music on the Menu with a song called The Empire. Before that, Dani-elle with a song called Jokes on You. She'll be with us next month at Breakers as part of Music on the Menu Live on September 6th. So hopefully we'll get her in here to chat at some point before then. And before that, Iron Cowboy with a new one for the show anyway. I guess you recorded it a little while back.
Yeah, about a year ago.
Yeah, we're premiering it here today on the show tonight. A song called Love Me Alone. And we're talking to Big John from Iron Cowboy. We're talking about the Valley with the Heart's benefits coming up on September 2nd at the St. Faustina Grove in Shaytown. And like as John said before, no one calls it that.
Yeah, it's Holy Child.
I go to St. Robert Bellarmine Parish in
Yeah.
South Wilkes-Barre. Everybody calls it St. Al's,
Yeah.
and they always will.
And you know, it's kind of like what's the high school now? Holy Redeemer.
Oh, yeah, it's Hope.
It'll always be Bishop
Yeah,
Hope.
it's
It'll
always-
always be Hope.
Yeah, so it's that kind of thing, folks. But for maybe those GPSing or something, it is currently St. Faustina Grove in Shaytown. And the band's on the bill: Oz, AC/DC Tribute, Halfway to Hell, the Delta Thunder Band, Sister Esther, Hell Yo, Iron Cowboy, 40-Pound Head, Hat Trick, the Little Creek Band, Liquored Up, Random Rock, Cool Ride, the Souvenirs, and that's
Yeah,
spelled-
Souvenirs.
That's a cool name.
They kick things off in the morning. It's
Yeah.
it's an acoustic trio, and they kind of start things off in the morning while everybody's having breakfast. The gates open at 8:00 in the morning for breakfast and registration. We have full eggs, bacon, the whole deal.
And then Bikers Ride.
Yeah, the ride kickstands are up at 11:00 in the morning, and they go out and do their thing. They're usually gone about an hour and 15 minutes, maybe an hour and a half. And as soon as they get back, we kick off the music. And there's actually another band that we added after these posters were printed up.
Okay.
So there's actually 14 bands playing. We added No Egress. No Egress is going to be kicking things off in the afternoon for us. But fireworks, and I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff, all sorts of kids' activities.
And it's $15 per rider and $5 per passenger. And non-rider, if you just want to come and check out the music, only $5.
$5 general admission, and that gives you the whole day. We've got a ton of food. We've got more beer than you can possibly drink. Like I said, all sorts of kids' activities, and there's raffles and Chinese auctions, and just all kinds of stuff going on. And the music, we run 2 stages.
So I assume there's like no downtime.
Absolutely no downtime.
Yeah.
Yeah. So while one band's playing on this stage, the other band's breaking down and setting up on the other
Perfect.
stage, and it just bounces back and forth all day.
Really cool stuff. And of course, Iron Cowboy will be there for, as John said, about the 10th time. So this is a big.
Yeah.
Let's play another one from Iron Cowboy here. This one's called "I'm Just a Truck."
Truck driving man, where you at? Well, I got what you need. 18 wheels and balls of steel. I'm a real badass machine. Well, I need you like no one else, 'cause I can't do this by myself. I'm just a truck. I'm just a truck. They made me monster tough, enough for 40 tons of fat payload. But you're my heart and turn my key.
llamo señorita. I'm not here for your hand, just wanna dance while I can still stand. Go on and rustle me up, my favorite margarita. Babe, I make a real good friend who's watching. I don't give a damn, haters, go get bent. What, hey! Call us criminal, let's drive them crazy. So don't just sit there, honey, get up on your feet. I say you only live this life once, so don't be a stick in the mud. Come on and out, run, yeah. Don't be a stick in the mud, babe, you only live once.
I was broken, But you came along, fixed what was wrong. Our first kiss brought me back to life. Yeah, I had fallen, but you picked me up and brushed me off, gave me wings and showed me I could fly. Now you have wings of your own. I'm standing here feeling all alone. God called you home too soon. I wasn't done loving you. He sent you for me from above. You found the strength within me. You made my life complete. It took you to make me believe in love. Then it called you back home too soon. Now I miss you, but you made me strong, so I'll go on. You know I just can't bear when we're apart. I long to kiss you, to feel the passion in your touch, to see that smile that always melts my heart. Though I miss you every day, with you watching over me, I'll know I'll be okay. God called you home too soon. I wasn't done loving you. He sent you for me from above. You found this strength within me. You made my life complete. It took you to make me believe in love. Then it called you back home too soon. Too soon. Though I miss you every day, with you watching over me, I'll know I'll be okay. God called you home too soon. I wasn't done loving you. He sent you for me from above. You found this strength within me. You made my life complete. It took you to make me believe in love. Then it called you back home. Oh yeah. Then it called you back home too soon. Way too soon.
Iron Cowboy here on Music on the Menu on the River with a song called Too Soon. Before that, Shannon Marsyada with a song called Stick in the Mud. Kind of a country vibe to that one. That's why I stuck it in this. I love that.
Yeah.
Shania-esque. And before that, Iron Cowboy with I'm Just a Truck. We're hanging out here with John Davis from Iron Cowboy. We're talking about the Valley with the Heart's benefits coming up on September 4th. It is the 16th annual, and as someone that, as John knows because we worked on it together, and he was a part of it, the Concert for Karen / Concert for a Cause. I did that for about 12 years, and it's hard. It's hard to sustain an event year after year.
It's a lot of work.
Keep the excitement and keep it growing, and, some things fizzle out, and this one hasn't. And it's got to be a lot of people behind the scenes that They get a lot of credit for that and work on this probably not for a week, but probably for a good year or 6 months out.
You know, the day after the event, it's always been the Sunday of Labor Day weekend. People always ask me, hey, when's the benefit this year? When's the benefit this year? It's always the Sunday of Labor Day weekend.
Easy to remember?
Yeah. One time we had to use our rain date. Our rain date is Monday. One time we had to use a rain date, and I always I get a little theological on it. And I say, you know what, we've done it this many years, and we've only had to postpone it to the rain date once. I think the Lord approves of what we're doing.
I think he probably does, yeah.
And, yeah, I mean, 400 to 500 motorcycles there every year. And then the folks that come in and pay the general admission and families that show up. I mean, there's a few thousand people there for the afternoon. It's really an event.
It seems to me that your involvement, because I kind of associate you with this event, you know, not to take anything away from the other bands on the bill at all, but some of them are going to come down and they're going to play their 45-minute or hour, 30-minute sets. And that's wonderful. And, you know, they're giving up their time and their talent. But you personally, it seems like you're more involved with this than just bringing the band.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I mean, I'm on the staff, and I'll be down there Friday evening. I'll be out running around, bouncing around from radio station to radio station all day on Friday before the event, doing promo stuff. We'll be down there Friday night starting to set up the Grove. We'll be down there a good portion of the day on Saturday, getting things finalized and ready to go. Sunday is the day of the event. Monday, we're down there breaking everything down, cleaning up. And there's about 25 people on the staff that work on this all
Why
year.
is this so dear to your heart? No pun intended.
You know what? I got involved with the people that from Valley with a Heart, when Butch Delaney passed away. We wanted to have a benefit to help Linda. You know, she had lost Butchie. She was in the hospital for a considerable amount of time herself, and a group of Linda and Butchie's friends got together, and Butch was one of the founders of Valley with a Heart. The folks from Valley with a Heart offered to step in and help us out, and we put together a very successful event. And I had such a good time working with those people. I said, you know what, I'd like to get involved, and that's really what got me in. And that was in 2005 when that happened, and I've been on board ever since. We do a lot of good things. We help a lot of sick kids, and that's what it's all about, man. It's paying it forward.
It's terrific, man. It's great stuff. Again, September 4th, there's another one from Iron Cowboy. This one's called Tattoo of You.
You're here on my arm, whispering to me in the dark. No matter where I am, that's always where you are. You told the truth when you said your love would never fade. It's just as bright blue as it was the night you went away. This tattoo of you let up from the past. A never-changing picture of a smile that didn't last. It's written on my skin, but it hurts clear through. This tattoo of you. Should have got a cross, maybe a bleeding heart.
Thanks a lot. Let me try to set the scene. It's summertime in Abilene. Well, Jane was Richard's concubine, been that way for quite some time. But one day Dick chanced to peruse through all the things he stood to lose. When rumors started spreading round, Dick left Jane, and Jane left town. Yeah, 2 months later in Chapman's Ridge, they found Jane standing on the bridge with a fat forked tenant, eyes insane. She asked for Richard Jones by name. The cops found Dick and then brought him in. They asked, how do you know a friend? As St. Peter said of Jesus Christ, he said, I've never seen her in my life. Flames on the horizon, smoke is in the air. The whole damn town be burning down, no one seems to care. Flames on the horizon, smoke is in the air. The whole damn town be burning down, no one seems to care. Success has many fathers while a failure be a bastard child. Well, the lock chain of near San Antonio might still be there for all I know. Well, Dick just went on with his life, with darling kids and a lovely wife. He thinks of Jane from time to time, tries to keep the whole damn thing out of his mind. Comes a time in life, my friends, where a man becomes what he pretends. And if he's straight and if he's strong, go back to where he went wrong. And I'll shake the hands and bear the fears of all his demons living there. Then I'll cross back over that river long to his home. But if he doesn't, I can't say retribution he will pay. He may live his life in perfect health, pass it on to someone else. Common judges to their might find a way to set things right. But if they don't, it's like my old man said, they just don't. Flames on the horizon, smoke is in the air. The whole damn town be burning down, no one seems to care. Flames on the horizon, smoke is in the air. The whole damn town be burning down, no one seems to care. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Badlees here on Music on the Menu on the River, a song called The Ballad of Dick and Jane. Since Big John's here, and John and I go way back to the old Jitterbugs days where the Badlees was their home base here in northeastern Pennsylvania, I thought I'd play that one for two reasons. A, for that reason, and that's kind of a country kind of song.
Yeah, it kind of is, yeah.
That's a foot-stomping, twangy, great tune. Before that, Iron Cowboy was one of my favorites from Iron Cowboy, Tattoo of You. We're hanging out with Big John. We have been for the whole hour. We're talking about the Valley with the Heart's benefits. It's coming up on September 4th. There is a website, and it's an easy one, valleywiththeheart.com. So you can remember that even if you're driving in the car right now or listening, out on the deck and you're not near your computer. If you want to look this event up, valleywiththeheart.com. Check it out. All the info is there. As John said, there's registration. It starts early. There's breakfast in the morning. There's a bike ride, bands all day long, nonstop, 2 stages. So events for kids, reasonably priced, $10 if you want to ride your motorcycle, $10 if you want to have somebody on the back of the bike, and only $5 if you just want to come and enjoy the music all day. And speaking of the music, John, because, I've got worked on some shows like this myself in the past, and you were a part of them with the Concert for a Cause. You're also involved in selecting or helping select the bands that perform.
Yeah,
How do you go about that?
I pretty much handle all the music stuff. First off, I've got to give a shout out to Mark Cross. Mark runs the stage. We have 2 stages. Mark runs one, and I'm running the other one. And he's there at the crack of dawn that morning, and he's there until midnight that night. One of the hardest
The sound
working
guys at these kind of events work probably longer and harder than anyone.
He does. Mark busts his butt all day long.
Yeah.
And we love you, brother. He just does an awesome job for us. But over the years, like I said, 40 Pound Heads played every year. Oz has played every year. The guys from Random Rock in various bands and whatnot, most of them have played it every year. The guys from Cool Ride, same thing. Like, these guys have just supported us year in and year out. And it's kind of cool because, when you play in a band, you don't get to see other bands.
Right.
Because we're all out there on the weekends doing our thing and Friday night, Saturday night doing our thing and all that. So the opportunities to see each other perform are rare.
Sure.
So we did, just like with the Concert for a Cause, I mean, that last year at 4 stages and 30-some-odd bands playing, I had the night of my life because I got to see everybody.
I did used to hear that the most from the musicians. One of the things they enjoyed about it the most, besides knowing that they were raising money for a great cause, of course, was that they got to see each other play and that was a rarity for them. So
yeah, absolutely. And it's
Valley with the Heart's benefits very similar.
Same kind of thing. Yeah, we get to hang out with each other, and we get to catch up and all that because we don't get to see each other very frequently. So basically, most of the bands I have people call me periodically. Oh, we're doing this benefit or we're doing that benefit, and they're scrounging trying to get people to come and entertain. And I'm fortunate to say I don't have that problem because the bands that play want to come, and the bands that haven't played, they're like, hey, can you squeeze us in? Can you get us in? And I try my best to get everybody in, but it's tough. You only have so many hours in the day,
Well, hats off to you and all the people behind this. 16 years, $500,000 raised, and just a great family event for a great cause to help kids that really need some help and their families. We're going to play a premiere song here from Iron Cowboy to close out, and John sent me this, emailed this to me a couple weeks ago, and we had a nice little exchange about it on there because I had literally just watched the Eagles documentary not long ago after Glenn Fry passed, and there's a great scene of them rehearsing in the hallway before the show, kind of flexing their harmony muscle. Yeah. And it's just, it's Seven Bridges Road, of course, probably made most famous by the Eagles. Although,
absolutely.
It's
everybody and their brother has done this song. Dolly Parton's done it.
Sure.
There's so many bands, rock bands, country bands. Everybody's put their own spin on it. And
what made you guys want to take it on?
It's been one of my favorites for a lot of years. I mean, it's a vocalist song. Mm-hmm. It's the kind of stuff that we can really sink our teeth into. And with the addition of Kathy in the band, I'm going to be honest with you, she's made me a better singer. I can do things that I didn't know I could do before, and she's kind of shown me how to do that and all. And so we had the opportunity we started playing it out live, and people were really reacting to it. Glenn Fry passed away, and shortly thereafter, Steve Young passed away. Steve Young was the songwriter.
Right.
And Steve Young passed away, and I said, you know what, we should just kind of do this as a tribute to not only to the Eagles but to Steve Young, and we went out, we got the mechanical license and all the the behind the scenes legal stuff that goes on, and you're familiar with that, I know. And we got the mechanical license and went in the studio and cut it, and this is the finished product, and we did our own little take on it. It's a little more rock and roll than some of the versions that are out there. But yet it has pedal steel in it, so it's definitely Iron Cowboy.
So it's definitely Iron Cowboy. Well, we wish you all the best with this benefit on the 4th, John. Kudos to you and the great team of people behind Valley with a Heart's benefits. Again, September 4th in Shaytown, valleywithaheart.com for more information. Great bands on the bill and a great cause. Thanks for coming in.
Appreciate your support and for the station and Bold Gold, and you guys have always been behind us.
Anytime. You come in here every year and talk about this. We'd love to have you.
Deal.
This is new one from Iron Cowboy, 7 Bridges Road. We'll catch you next Sunday night.
There are stars in the southern sky. Southward as you go. There is moonlight and moss in the trees. Down the Seven Bridges Road. Now I have loved you like a baby, like some lonesome child, and I have loved you in a tame way, and I have loved you wild. Sometimes there's a part of me has to turn from here and go. Running like a child from the eastbound stars down the Seven Bridges Sometimes there's a part of me has to turn from here and go. Running like a child from the eastbound stars down the Seven Bridges Road. There are stars in the sun.